morning
Yeah,
and
morning when? Morning when?
7 a.m.
Yeah, between
early.
7 and 8, between 7 and 8 a.m. Why, David?
Those are the time where folks are getting ready for work and they're trying to just quickly go through things.
Yeah, yeah, because by 9 o'clock, they're at work already. If you post at 9:05, you can't. Their boss is going to be yelling at them. What the heck are you doing on the computer? You need to work. Punch the clock now. What might be another good time?
Evenings.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like, I feel like lunchtime is a good time too. People are on their phones, they're eating their salad, they're scrolling through Craigslist.
Those 3 times, you guys nailed it. Right? And then the 4th and the 5th time would be during their breaks.
Mhm.
When do most employees take their breaks at work?
12.
No, that's lunch.
Oh, lunch.
Like 10 and 2, maybe.
10 to 2, 10 and 3. Those are the smartest time to post on Craigslist and social media, because that's when people are surfing. That's when the highest bump in traffic is. Yes?
So I was looking to post it on Zillow as well, and they charge like $10 a week now.
Yeah.
Just post one ad.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it unless I had the exclusive. Now,
Yes,
his
unless I have the exclusive.
This exclusive agent should be doing that for sure, right? That his exclusive agent has the opportunity to earn at least one side of the commission, no matter what. You're at a disadvantage. You got nothing for exclusivity. Now, can you pick on the exclusive agent if he isn't doing it? Is it being advertised on Zillow for $10 a week?
Like he's one of the partners.
I don't care if he's a partner. Is he doing his client justice by spending the money to advertise on Zillow?
I don't believe I've seen it on Zillow yet.
Could that be that little crack in that little crack in the door where you can put your foot in the door now and blow it wide open to say, you know what? I know you're trying to keep it in house, but your partner, saying it in a nice way, is doing you an injustice, because an exclusive agent really needs to do their job.
Yeah. I find that when I was at Jacob, when you get the exclusive, most of the time you get it rented.
You get rented, yeah.
Yes.
Or some agents get the exclusive and get lazy
No, yeah.
and don't do
Most
the
of
work.
the time when I'm exclusive, I get it rented and done.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian, you were smirking, but you want to share? Didn't you come from that organization as well?
No. Well, I was just laughing at like the fact that their playbook.
I do know their playbook. Yeah, I mean, dude, I've been in business forever. I mean, I used to compete with them when I owned a rental office down in Mission Hill. We were literally, 5 storefronts away from each other. Yeah. All right. Well, so yeah. I mean, if that's the time, if that's what you want to work on, Jackie, then you really got to focus and work on it, right? And then, all those things that you said. Are you doing video tours? Are you doing live tours? Nothing changed. Just because you changed brokerages doesn't mean the skill set that you learned from the past brokerages can't be applied again to this brokerage, right? You're compiling knowledge and experience after knowledge and experience after knowledge and experience. Don't give all that up. Okay. Any other wins? And then we'll get into challenges and questions that you guys will have. This is sort of how the format. Vincent, welcome to the call. Open up your mic and say hello and introduce yourself quickly, please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vincent Easy, new to ESP, currently in the onboarding process. I'm almost done with it, so I'm excited to be a part of the group.
Awesome. And who sponsored you and what state are you in?
I'm in Mass right now, and James sponsored me, and I think I spoke with Lee as well. I believe you know her.
Sure. James Lee and Lee Duong.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Where's James tonight? You need to text him and says, where the heck are you? You're my sponsor. You're not on this call.
I know I texted him, I think about 2 hours ago and asked him if he was gonna be on. I don't know. It looks like he had something else going, but I would definitely do that right now and see what he's up to.
All right, sounds good, man. Good. Well, welcome to the call. Glad to have you on the team.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Questions about, so for you guys who are new, Van, David, Vincent, right? I'm here each and every week on a Monday for you. Usually it's at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Usually the group is probably 2 to 3 times bigger than this, but today I had to rearrange my time because I was up in the air, literally coming back from Dallas to Boston during the normal scheduled time. But know that you guys, everybody here has access to 50 to 60 hours of live classroom training in our EXP world. Know that part of that live training includes 14 sessions of Fast Start. Fast Start 101 through Fast Start 114. I would have expected that eventually, within a week to 2 weeks, all of you should have finished that Fast Start training program, right? And our teachers how to launch your real estate career, whether you're doing rentals, sales, luxury, whatever, it's all there for you. I'm here as additional support for this whole team to really celebrate your work, celebrate your success, and most importantly, keep you guys from failing out of the business. 84 to 86% of newly licensed real estate agents failed within 2 short years of getting the license. They fail because they don't see one transaction, or maybe they get one lucky transaction and they don't make a living out of it, so they have to quit and go back to doing whatever they're doing before. At EXP, right, our percentages are 54% of agents succeed, which means 46 fail. So we're doing a lot better than industry average at 84 to 86%. My team, I have the privilege of saying my team has about a 35% rate of failure, which is 2/3 better than the national average, right? But still, 1 out of 3 rookies still fail out of our program. Okay, so I'm here to just make sure you guys don't fail, and if you guys fail, and I hope none of you here fail, hopefully you're not going to say it's because EXP and Tom Trong and the team didn't give you enough support. It's because you guys didn't plug in and do the work. Go ahead, Kathleen.
No, I was about to say, like, one of us is going to fail apparently on this call. I really hope it's not me. Like, I'm a little concerned.
Right? But it's reality, right? I remember going to Boston Latin School, my 6th year, which is 7th grade at Boston Latin School, right? And the principal said, look to your right, look to your left. 2 of you won't be here at the time, by that time graduation comes. Only 1/3 of you will graduate from 7th. Only 1/3 of you will make it all the way through from 7th grade to 12th grade throughout. And I was one of those guys that failed because in this first year, I got kept back. So I didn't make that class of 85. I made the class of 86, right? So I was one of those statistics that didn't make it. Others dropped out and went back to regular high school and not Boston Latin School, blah, blah, blah. So I get this stuff, right? All right, guys, what challenges do you have? Or what questions do you have?
I'll say I'll start first. Obviously, brand new, meeting everyone on the call right now. So I don't know, have you guys been part of ESP for how long? Is you brand new as me as well to the brokerage? If you have experience, what was it like for you when you were starting? What are some of the things that you could have, if you were to go back in time, what are some of the things that you know now that you could probably have made adjustment to? So, just trying to pick your mind here and see how to navigate this new path for me.
Vincent, that's a great question, man. That's a terrific question, naturally. All right, who wants to go first? Who wants to share their experience and the lessons learned for Vincent?
I'll chime in. And so when I started, I found that it was a lot all at once. So in hindsight, I think I would have been more focused in what I was paying attention to, and dive deeper, stay focused, before like budding off more and taking a deeper, more thorough approach as to abroad, trying to soak everything in. And so then as you get familiar with certain parts, whether it be whatever strategies work for your particular business, your particular market, you can kind of add on to that, build on it, and move on to the next.
So paraphrasing what Brian said is, when you first join, it's like drinking from a fire hose. And you've got to learn, after you go through that first 14 fast start classes, what you're going to focus on. And you're going to try to focus on just a few things and stick with it. Don't be, squirrel, squirrel comes and you're friggin' looking everywhere and you never catch the squirrel, right? It's like chasing paper on a windy day, because we give you so much. But if you try to do everything, you're going to fail at all of it. So stay focused. Stay focused on a system, on a pattern, on driving your business, right? Are you going to work only on your internet leads because you don't have any friends to sell houses to? Or do you have a big book of business, big sphere of influence, big friends who's buying and selling right now that you just need to focus in on them and forget about touching the internet junk leads? It's a big difference between us working your sphere of influence and working all these internet leads who don't know you from a hole in the wall and who don't care about wasting your time. At least your friends and family and coworkers hopefully have a higher level of respect for you, so that when you do work for them, that they actually appreciate it and might think of you and give you a chance at earning their business, right? Jackie mentioned earlier, she has a friend who's a developer, right? Her friend developer is showing her these 11 units. He's testing Jackie out. He hasn't given his stamp of approval saying, Jackie, you're my exclusive agent now. He's just saying, hey, I'm already married to somebody else, but I'll take a look at you just in case my marriage doesn't work. That's what he's doing. He has an exclusive with somebody else already. So how are you going to win that client over? Because everybody already has an agent that they already know that they're going to work with. And you've got to break through. Even the renters, right? No real estate agents. So Vincent, I don't know if that helped. Kathleen, go ahead and share.
Yeah, so I think for me, when I started, I wanted to get out of the gate so fast from the training that I didn't, like I would recommend doing all the classes, and then once you take all the classes, dive into your sphere first. That's what I recommend, because what I was doing before is I was going on to KV Core and I was finding a rental in my area and I was posting it on different groups in Facebook. And what ended up happening is I went to like 3 or 4 showings and basically they were all garbage. Like they were not good. I didn't know, I was definitely not my best. They weren't qualified. So like, and then the other thing is that you might think that you're making a lot of noise telling people that you're in real estate, but you're not making enough noise. Like you have to tell everybody and their mother that you do this job, and you have to tell them like over and over again. And I'll use this example. My brother 6 months ago told me that he was going to mass text his MBA group of colleagues saying, hey, my sister's a real estate agent, like here's her information. It's taken me 6 months to finally get my brother to send that text message. Like you have to tell everybody. And if you think you're being annoying, you're not. That's just your inner critic telling you that you're being annoying. That's my advice.
That is great advice.
Thank you.
That's terrific advice. Yeah. All right, Jin. And then Jackie.
So,
Everyone else are rookies. So I love you two to share.
so what I had was piggyback off of what Kathleen said is I wrote down don't be a secret agent. Because when I first got my license, so I'm a single mom of 4, I work a full-time job. So when I got my license, it was like, okay, I got my license, I'll tell a couple people, but I didn't go blasting it to the world that I was a real estate agent. So I was taking things slow, word of mouth. And as of last year, I just kind of decided to tweak that. And I'm very vocal on my social media and, you know, within my family. I'm starting to do a little bit other different things. But what I'm learning though, is that your sphere will actually support you, because again, those are the people that know and trust you. So when I post things, I have friends from high school that I haven't spoken to in 10 years physically on the telephone, but they will repost my posts. They have reached out to friends that they know that are looking to move to Boston, and they'll get me on the phone to talk to someone, just to be that initial contact. So I'd say, like, make sure you do that. And then another thing, because I'm so busy, make sure you time block. So make sure you think about how you want your week to go. Because for me, I make sure that I'm on the call with Tom, you know, every Monday. I have a full-time job. I put it on my work calendar to make sure that I don't get caught up in my day, to make sure that I'm there. And then another thing that I would say is, along with the focus part, you know, think about what your why is, because this business is extremely hard. And when you don't make that sale, or you don't get that client, or whatever negative thing sinks in, if your why is strong enough, you're think about that, and you'll be reminded of that, and it'll keep you pushing, so you're not the 1 out of 3 that decides to give up.
You've been paying attention, Daenerys.
Of course, I don't speak much, but I do. I take notes.
Wow, that was solid gold as well. Man, I love it. Jackie. Words of wisdom.
So time blocking, what Janara says, great, which I don't do enough in the beginning. And now too, because I'm so busy with other things, but it's a great thing to do in the morning to, you know, put on your main focus and see what you want to do for the day. Also, I was that secret agent. You know, people, I used to run a beauty business, and that's what people know me for, is, you know, I have this salon. And my mistake was not letting people know in the beginning, is because I didn't know enough. And I didn't want to sound like a fool. So I wanted to learn enough that I'd be able to explain to people what I'm doing. And so I've been reaching into all my contact, introducing, you know, just telling them that I'm, you know, doing real estate now. I'm trying to post more things on Facebook. So, you know, slowly people are starting to know that, you know, I'm doing real estate, and maybe I can do their nails for free if they give me a referral.
That second part was I wanted to hear. That's right. Or in exchange for real estate referrals.
Yes.
In exchange for, right?
I've been in the industry for 28 years in the beauty industry. So I'm very, you know, well liked from a lot of my clients. But I've cut back a lot on that too, because, you know, I work there, I work part-time, and I do real estate part-time, so.
Yeah. Full-time mom, being a full-time mom is a full-time gig, girl. So no apologizing for that. Love it.
It's tough.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Vincent, that's a good question, man. What other quick questions? Well, here, if you don't have questions, you don't have challenges or anything. Maybe if you took a course on campus this past week, share with me what course you took, share with us what course you took, and maybe something you needed clarification on. That's what I'm here for.
I have a question that's not about a class, but I have a friend, I think I brought this up before, who has a fully furnished apartment in Cambridgeport that I'm going to be listing for her. When I got to the apartment to look at it, it is in much worse shape than I anticipated. And I mean, like, she has, for example, a dishwasher, but the dishwasher's not working. And she has like a washer dryer, but like the washer dryer's not working. So like, do I list this property with all of these problems, or do I have, because she's out of town. She like doesn't think she's gonna be able to fix this anytime soon. It just feels like bad to list a property that's not functional.
Well, first of all, a washer dryer is not mandatory. in
Right.
Okay, nor is a dishwasher mandatory.
Sure.
Okay, having a door that shuts and it locks is mandatory.
Yes. Yeah.
Having a toilet that flushes is mandatory,
Right.
but not those other two things you said.
Okay.
So my question, my advice for you then, Kathleen, is, well, if you listed it for whatever price you want to rent it for, will it be competitive with other apartments that are not, that don't come with a dishwasher and
Right.
don't come with washer and dryer, or not? If it's as competitive with other apartments who don't have those two things, then go, by all means, list it. Otherwise, you want to have an honest conversation with her that says, hey, so how much does she want for this thing?
Well, that's the good news, is that she just wants to recoup, because she doesn't have a mortgage on it. She's fully paid it off. She just wants to like make something off of it, so it's not sitting empty. So whether that be $1,500 or $2,300, she doesn't care. She just wants to be making something to come in.
So let's use this scenario, right? Write this down, please. Let's say that based on what you just said to me, Kathleen, if it's a fully functional apartment with brand new washer dryer, working dishwasher,
Mhm.
the market commands $2,300.
Right.
So you're going to tell her, I'm going to market it two ways. I'm going to market it for $2,300, and if I can get someone to pay you first, last, security, and my real estate commission, all right, and they're going to pay you $2,300, you can take the last month's rent and buy a brand new washing machine and drying machine and a dishwasher, and now that person has it.
Okay.
Or the comparable to that is it's a $1,900 apartment without those things,
Right.
assuming that those numbers are in keeping with what the market requires.
Right.
So then you can go ahead and let them know, let your renters know that, hey, you know, this apartment normally goes for $2,500 if it had those two things, but
Right.
our landlord is listing it for $1,900, and it's up to you. If you want to use those things, you can buy the dishwasher and have it installed. You can buy the washer and dryer and use it, and when you leave, you can take it with you.
Okay. And does, this may be a dumb question, does it being furnished versus unfurnished carry any additional or non-additional value in rent?
Yeah. For the right tenant, it could be yes and no. It depends
Okay.
on the tenants, right?
Right.
I can't rent an Airbnb apartment without having it being furnished.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of extreme, but that's, I'm
Yeah,
making-
that makes sense for that situation, yeah. Okay.
Great question. So
I
what do you?
find that- I'm
What
sorry,
do you
Tom.
do
I
in
find that,
scenario? I would say take the listing no matter what.
Oh, I'm taking the listing because in the long term, we're gonna sell the property together.
That's right. I would take
So,
that
like,
listing no matter what.
I will move trash bags for her if it means that I'm gonna get an $800,000 condo listing in Cambridge in a year and a half.
Precisely.
I mean, it's unfortunately true, but like, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, 2.5% on one side of 800 grand is a $20,000 paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you're comfortable having that conversation to go get that listing?
Yeah, I just have to go take pictures. I already have the keys and everything. I just have to, they were getting it cleaned, which is good. And then I gotta go take pictures and list it.
All right. Just so you guys know, you'll have to coordinate with me, but I have a 360-degree camera that allows you to do virtual tours.
Oh,
I paid, I don't know, $900 for the camera, and I pay a monthly subscription of $65 per month to use that service. If you're on my team, you get to use it. Just bring it back so it works. Otherwise, you owe me $1,000 to replace it.
On that note, Tom, I think I have your drone.
And I have a drone as well, so it better still be working, Brian Allenby.
It is. It's fully functional.
That's like a $2,000 drone. So my tools are your tools. Just take good care of it, please. It's all there for you guys. Okay? What else? Vincent, you're happy you joined this team so far? David, are you happy?
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm excited. Obviously, I know there's still a lot to learn, and I'm just excited to be part of this group. And so far, it's been great. And everyone I've talked to, they're all willing to help. And I think that's something that is important for not just myself or anyone starting something new. I think it's always good to have mentors, and I could tell just from being on this call so far, I could tell you're out here. You could have been doing anything else, but at the same time, you're out here passing knowledge down to agents like myself and other people on the call as well. So
you won't find this culture in too many of the brokerages, just so you know. Other brokerages, agents are competing with each other, trying to eat each other's lunch.
I'm glad I joined the right group.
All right, what else, guys? What other questions do you have?
So I have a win on my team that it would be interesting to see how I can leverage myself. Someone that I brought in had a listing that's been on the market for 4 days. They had an open house this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. 200 people showed up, and now they have 10 offers in hand.
Nice.
Okay.
So I mean, at this point, it's pretty much sold. It's just a question of picking it. And so how can I and we leverage that beyond just the listing itself?
You know what I'm going to say. Who wants to guess what I'm going to say to Brian? Kathleen.
I'm guessing that you're gonna say to capture. Well, they have the emails captured from the open house, right?
Well, so it's somebody that I recruited from my old broker.
Oh.
And so I want to support her, and she did a fantastic job, and frankly, she sells more than I do. But at the same time,
What else am I going to say? How does Brian and his agent that he brought in capitalize on this situation? Let me repeat his key phrases. 200 people showed up, 10 offers. Only one buyer walks away with a lucky home.
So your goal is not to sell this one house, but sell
8 more, 9 more.
199 more. That's what Tom would say.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
the ones who didn't get the offer, who didn't get the house, you want to make sure that you find them a place that they want.
I know what Brian's going to say. They all are represented by a buyer's agent, right? So if they're represented by a buyer's agent, then that's fine. They're off limits. What's the next thing I'm going to say? And Jackie nailed it. Your job is not to sell this house. Your job is to sell any house. You're going to hear me say that. That's my phrase. I've been teaching that forever. So Brian, how are you going to sell more houses? You and your teammate.
Find the ones that weren't represented, and or find.
Someone's got to come up with an answer to make me proud. Someone's got to come up with the answer to make me proud. I've said this over and over and over again.
You gotta make a squeeze page of similar properties and blast it out to those people.
Okay, that for sure. What else? It's dun, 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 Eh, door knocking, my friend.
Oh,
I was gonna bring that up, door knocking.
dang.
Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? Door knock,
Brian doesn't look like he wants to door knock.
door knock. Drop, print, go on to our marketing thing right now, Brian, tonight after this call. Hang up right now and don't even finish this call with me. And order freaking 200 door hangers and have it rush delivered for you tomorrow, and knock on the closest 200 doors right around that apartment, that house, and let them know you have 200 buyers and not 200 viewers, 9 serious qualified buyers. Are you interested in getting maximum value for your home in this neighborhood, in this listing that you can look up that I just put under agreement? Do you get it, man?
In 4 days.
In 4 days, put that on the door flyer. Put that on the door hanger. That is freaking a pot of gold. Will you promise me, please, you're gonna do this?
Yes.
Please, pretty please, do this. Make me proud. This is exactly the reason why we all teach. When you have a deal, one listing, it has to turn into 3 transactions. One listing to a rock star agent always turns into 3 transactions.
I got a question about that. So you asking Brian to, print the flyer. So obviously he sold a home in the neighborhood. So once he gets the flyer, assuming he gets the flyer tomorrow, he takes the hanger. Are you saying he goes home to home and just put it in their mailbox, hang it on the door?
Not in the mailbox. It's illegal because we're not postal service people to put it in the mailbox, but we can hang it on their door.
Hang it on the door. Okay.
Get the door hanger, Brian, that has peel-off sticky tape. That's little peel-off sticky, and if you can't find a door to hang it on, you just peel a little strip, and you slap it on the door. Pay a little bit extra for that peely, steely, sticky off thing.
So would it? Another question I'll have.
That flyer is going to say what, Vincent? That flyer is going to say what? That door hanger is going to say what?
Brian had just sold a home in the neighborhood, and he could get, residents of that neighborhood a better price or a better amount for their home.
I and my business partner put your 2 pretty faces on the flyer, right? With your contact information below it. This is how the door hanger is going to read. All right. We just put 123 Main Street under agreement. Our open house drove 200 viewers and we had 10 offers. We have 9 more buyers looking to buy in this neighborhood. Would you like a comparative market analysis of your home to see how much money you can get for your home because we have the buyers? Got it?
Yeah.
You can shorten that to make it look like a billboard. I'm sure you can shorten my language there. Okay. And that is gold. Are you lying whatsoever? Do you have the leads? Do you have the buyers? 100%. Brian, let's say they're all 9 represented by another agent. Well, that's okay.
That's fine.
You're gonna get another exclusive listing, and you're gonna call those 9 agents, and you're gonna get the listing, and you're gonna earn the other half of the listing side. Got it? That's gold.
So Tom, that question was partially a setup because I was curious what you would run with it, but I like the direction that you ran with it. And
why was it a setup?
Well, because I was just like, okay, here's success, like a nice positive thing, and then like I wasn't expecting you to run with it as much as you did, and so I'm.
Well, good. I'm glad you got that, man. Guys, before I ran a sales organization, I was this guy. I was the guy that I just explained, where I went door to door, 200 homes, knocking on doors, doing door hangers. I mean, if shit hits the fan and the real estate market crashes, I'm still gonna survive because I'm gonna do this stuff. The same stuff I'm teaching you. Right? All right, man. What else? We have just 10 minutes left and we're done with the hour. Jackie, you had your hands raised. Hold on. I think Jackie raised her hand a couple of times. Go ahead, Jackie.
No, I was just saying, I've been watching a ton of videos on door knocking, even by our EXP members. I think it was, I forgot his name, one of the rock stars in Canada.
Yep. Go ahead.
So just you know, and I'm gonna move to Quincy soon. Nice, really nice area, and you know, I'm gonna start to go door knocking. So if anyone wants to do it with me,
Thank you.
I'll do it with you.
yeah.
Thank you for saying that, right? Door knocking teams, please. I teach that. Okay? Door knocking teams. One of you is on the even side of the street, the other one's on the odd side of the street. You always have visual on each other. If you actually get invited into a home, that team member jumps in and says, my business partner will go in with me. Got it? Safety first. Got it?
Yeah.
Always have visual with one another. Okay, thank you for bringing that. Yes, go door knocking together. Kathleen and Jackie, Jackie and David, Vincent and Kathleen, I don't care. Get in touch with each other and go door knocking. Why don't you guys do this? Why don't you guys put in the chat your contact information if you want to work with each other to go door knocking, please. Type it in the chat and you guys can write down each other's information. And share what market you're in as well, please.
Oh,
At least the area, right? So that, you know, go ahead, let's take the time to everyone write this down, or take your cell phone and take a picture, a snapshot of the chat. Take a picture of the chat. Okay, cool. There you go. Awesome. And if any of these folks are busy during the time that you want to door knock, just message me, right? Everyone's on the WhatsApp group now, right?
mhm.
You guys can put in the WhatsApp group, the real estate, RE Sales Accountability WhatsApp group, and just post it in there. Hey, I plan on going door knocking this weekend in Quincy. Who wants to go with me? All right, David, you are in New York City. All right, so I'm gonna add you to the New York. We have 2 WhatsApp group in New York.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
Thank-
let me do that for you right now.
No,
So,
I forgot how many of us are in Boston.
yeah, so yeah, everyone here is in Boston except for David.
Yes.
All right, David, I got you covered, man, because I'm going to add you to the New York group. Are you part of the New York EXP New York expansion WhatsApp group? Expansion?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
It's
He's
a great
only,
group too.
he's part of the EXP MA team and the coaching call group that I'm part of, but I don't have access to the New York ones.
That's okay. All right, what other questions do you have? Well, I send David this link here. More questions, guys. Open up your mic. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm sending David some information.
So before we go door knocking, we have to research the area first, right? To see how many homes are on the market, what their value is at, so we don't sound like a fool when they actually ask.
Yes, you should do some research and know the market area. And you should print out a flyer, 1-page flyer as a lead behind with your contact information and with what's going on in the market, right? So what you can look up in your MLSs is how many homes have sold over the past 31 days in a half-mile radius of pick an address. Got it, Jackie? How many properties are currently active within a half-mile radius of that address? How many have expired or got canceled? All that is very easy. It's a termite report that you can run from an MLS, right?
Yep.
And then you basically print that out with your letterhead in our marketing, online marketing portal. We have letterhead that has information that you can just type in that you can customize for yourself and look professional. You don't have to spend a lot of money. I mean, you know, you just go to Staples and print something out for whatever, 3 cents, 4 cents on a black and white. That's all you need. Because that information, and by the way, it should be your website information on there as well as your contact information, right? And if you're really good, a link to a landing page that has this information for that market. So once they land on that landing page, they're there forever on your KV core. Got it?
Got it.
Okay, yes, absolutely do that. But in Brian's case, he doesn't need to do any market study, market report. He just has to say, I got 200 people at my open house and 9 more buyers who can't buy in this neighborhood. What do you got? Right? And the key line for you, Brian, is what if I can get you maximum value for your home today?
Exactly. With 10
Yeah.
offers in one weekend.
Yeah, I had 10 offers, only 1 lucky buyer, I have 9 more. All right, we have time for probably 1 more question, comment, then we're done. What else, guys?
Tom, you're going to be speaking at the Boston Real Estate Investor Networking on Wednesday?
Oh, yes. Thank you for sharing that. So let me see here.
I bought 2 tickets.
Yeah, I gotta get my ticket.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, I'm speaking.
At Alma.
Where is it? Facebook. What the heck? Why am I not showing up here? Yeah, so I'm speaking at this event. It's Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
Where is it on my
I got a text message about it today. I was like, you're invited to this event.
Who texted you?
Some automatic generated number texted me about it.
It was probably
Yeah.
Jim or like one of Jim's people.
I don't know.
He's been asking me to teach forever, and I have not taken him up on it. So this is the event, guys. Right? Yeah, so I guess once I said yes, he's spending some marketing dollars because he's trying to build his hard money lending business. And, you know, so I'm speaking here March 31st, 6 to 8 p.m. at Alma Gaucha Brazilian Steakhouse. And you just got to register. So if you follow my timeline, you can click on that and register. Okay. Yeah, why don't I do this? I'm going to copy this right now and put it into the chat for you. All right, do you guys see my screen or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, stop share. And I'm going to put it in the chat here. So right now from the chat, you can just click on that link and you should be able to register. Yeah. So, you know, that room, if you go, you got to sort of try to show up a little bit early. That room only holds about, I don't know, 40 people. If he's doing this much marketing, then he might sell out. And once he sells out, the restaurant's not going to let people in. Okay. But, you know, for you guys who are new, you know, what do you call it? I used to own a We Buy Ugly Houses franchise for 19 plus years. I was flipping houses and did very well. But I left that behind a year ago to just focus on my revenue share with EXP. I still flip houses. You know, right now I'm in the middle of 2 flips, one in Worcester, one in Lowell. Brian saw my flip in Worcester the other day.
Yeah, before and after.
Before and after, yeah. All right, guys. Well, good, I think. Thank you for bringing that up, Jackie. Will I see you?
Yes, Sam.
Will
Yeah.
I see you? Okay, awesome.
I register, yeah,
You registered.
for two, well, one, me and another person, but
Awesome.
hopefully they don't back off on me.
Well, so if you're working with real estate investors in Massachusetts, you should, invite them. Hey, do you want to come listen to this presentation? I'm gonna jam in literally 8 hours of flipping houses information in 1 hour. I'm gonna have to go fast. It's impossible to teach you guys how to flip houses in 1 hour. Never mind 1 year, right? But I'm gonna do my darnest just to share as best as I can in that hour. All right. Good night, folks. I'm glad you guys made it. Next week, let's look at our calendar. I don't think I have anything blocked for noon next Monday, but let's be sure here. Yeah, next Monday is Easter Monday. Should we still do it, or should we postpone? I'm cool with it.
It's not Easter Sunday.
All right.
Peeps will be 50% off.
That's right. Noon Eastern time next Monday. I will see you guys. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.
Thanks, Tom. See you,
All right.
see you Wednesday.
Got it.